After a lot of criticisms from the Conservative right, Boris Johnson is finally making an effort by starting a campaign against the woke culture. Well, hello everybody, welcome to the first video of the day. We have Boris Johnson, Downing Street, who are in trouble. They're still doing quite badly in the opinion polls against the Labour Party. And there is a big chunk of society, the normal people who are sick and tired of the woke side, who have been speaking out against it. So Boris Johnson sent the party chairman, Oliver Dowden, to America to make a speech against the woke culture. And it was pretty good. I'm going to talk about the good parts of it, but also one main flaw. Watch this.
The enemies of the West are finding fresh confidence in their eternal battle against liberty. So conservatives themselves must find the confidence to mount a vigorous defence of the values of a free society. Margaret Thatcher understood this more than anyone.
Well, that's good. It's a good start, but some people will say, is it too late? I don't think it's ever too late. Well, at least not yet. So it is important to actually start some sort of discussion and narrative to defend free speech, not just for the sake of free speech, but also the values of the Western civilization and everything that we stand for, from the rule of law, the justice system, the free market capitalist system that we have, the individual liberty that we don't really see from the Eastern cultures. And right now, the woke-tards are currently basically promoting Eastern mentality, which is not really what we want right now. This is good. And he actually talks about the social justice warriors and the whole problem with it. And then I'm going to focus on one main issue with Oliver Dowden.
In Britain, its adherents sometimes describe themselves as social justice warriors. They claim to be woke, awakened to the so-called truths of our societies. But wherever they are found, they pursue a common policy inimical to freedom.
This is good. Finally, we're having the government talking about this, because until now, for the past few years, for the sake of complacency, but also being out of touch, because a lot of these politicians don't really know exactly what's going on in the streets out there. So they avoided it. They've been avoiding it because they thought, well, what if it comes across badly? What if we come across as the baddies? In reality, the majority of the people in the country don't really care. If you want to hug a tree, go hug a tree. Just don't force me to do that. That's the mentality. And right now, everybody is free to do whatever they want. That's classical liberalism aspects of this country. But in reality, don't enforce anything because people don't like it. Now, the problem with Oliver Dowden is a good speech. The content is amazing. The issue is, he's still a generic, robotic, out-of-touch Tory politician. When you watch that speech, you know he didn't write it. You know he doesn't even know what he's talking about. The advisor just wrote the speech for him, and he's just standing there, literally reading it like a primary school kid. And so, praise to the government. Thank you. Well, at least you're doing something, even if it's just a narrative for now. But you do have a few people in the cabinet, and just generally speaking, the parliamentary party, who will be better to talk about these things rather than sending a generic robot like Oliver Dowden. But to give him some credit, the end of the speech is very good.
As Margaret Thatcher said to you almost 25 years ago, the task of conservatives is to remake the case for the West, to proclaim our beliefs in the wonderful creativity of the human spirit, in the rights of property and the rule of law. She refused to see the...
So that's good. They're focusing on their main principles. So fight for it. Don't just do narrative. I want to see policies. I want to see action from this government. If they truly want to stake their legacy and keep the Prime Minister in place and actually defeat the leftism that we are currently seeing, the left-wing liberalism that we're currently seeing in the country, which is an oxymoron, but apparently that's a thing now. This is the only way to do it. Actual action and real policies, rather than just being woke. And your policies are currently woke, Boris Johnson. You need to change that. And then, also, Oliver Dowden, at least he's brave enough to stand up in America to talk about that. But next time, get someone else, maybe Kemi. There's a few people out there who could actually talk about these things much better. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.